sitting in the studio. Trying to clean this palette off so I can pull up for my next piece. Listening to some original beats on GarageBand, yo. This fucking palette is fucking dry as shit, yo. Let me know what you think about the beats too, y'all. Got some new beats I've been working on. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god. This is why they say you should clean your palette between each paint session. I don't never do that shit. I got this sample in this beat though. Let me turn it on. Check out the little sample I threw in there. Got some fucking Japanese anime in that shit, yo. That's a line from this anime called Berserk. In the movie, the hero Berserk has to fight this demon named Nosferatu Zod, the immortal Zod, the destroyer. This motherfucker got a lot of names. That's a line where Zod tells this motherfucker, like, he's trying to make a prophecy about Berserk's future, yo. That shit crazy. That's why I turn the sample off, cause that, yo, what up? Cause if it loops so fast, you'll hear that shit too much, yo. All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, I get that beat. Yo, say what up? In here listening to these good beats, bro. These good GarageBand beats, man. If y'all like making beats just to fuck around with, just hey. Download the GarageBand app, that shit free. And you can make beats, you can sing and rap on that shit, you can sample on that shit, you can do, like, I don't know, it's just like a fun toy, but it's creative. It's something creative to do. Like, I don't know, I like having like shit like that to do, yo. When you're, like I say, when you're bored, you don't want to watch TV or you don't feel like playing video games or something, you can sit around and just make fucking music, yo. If you're into that shit. If you're not, I get it, you know. But like when I'm bored, I really try to find creative ways not to be bored, you know. I still love video games because it's interactive art. A video game is basically all art. Everything about it is artistic, from the programming to the level design to the character design to the character structure to the script itself. Like, a video game is like pure art that you can interact with. A lot of people think it's childish or whatever, but reading is another one of my big hobbies. Painting, of course, I love to paint, and every once in a while I'll fuck around and make some beats. Like, you know, don't be bored. Find something creative to do all the time, yo. Don't sit around just twiddling your thumbs, watching Sports Center. I don't fucking know. I did watch all of Stranger Things. Oh man, that show getting so good, yo. All right, so we got the hard paint scratched off. Now I just need to wipe this wet paint off, get it a little more cleaner. All right, that beat I was playing, I call that shit Japan Trap, just because I got a sample from a Japanese anime in there. So I'll play another beat, all original beats. If somebody want to pick a beat, I'll show you the screen with all the fucking is that clean? This might be good. I'll use this. All right. I'll show you the iPad screen with the list of beats on it, and then you just tell me which, because they all have names. All you gotta do is tell me which name you want me to play, and we'll see what that shit sound like. Most of my beats are garbage. I'm not even gonna lie. Most of my beats are garbage, but like there's a couple of them in there that's fucking hot, yo. Yo, what's good, everybody? Chilling in the studio on this beautiful hump day afternoon. "26 frames a second." I'm telling you, bro. I just finished watching the new version of Ultraman. That shit was pretty good, yo. I never really got into Ultraman as a kid. I mean, the series has been around since like the 70s, yo. Ultraman is old, just like Batman and Superman. Like Ultraman been around for a long ass fucking time, yo. I just never got into Ultraman, but the new version they did for Netflix is actually pretty damn good, yo. I watched every episode of Ultraman. Another Japanese import, just like we did all their shit, yo. One of my first Japanese import was fucking Power Rangers. And how long has Power Rangers been around? Like since I've been a kid, at least. It's going on like 30 years now, and they're still talking about coming out with a new Power Rangers movie like next year or some shit. Power Rangers ain't gonna go nowhere for a long time, yeah. Alright, boom, palette is freaking clean. That only took me 16 minutes to do that. You know, this is why I need an assistant. You gotta learn to do the gritty stuff before you do the beautiful stuff. Alright, let's go over to the iPad. Somebody pick a beat. Anybody pick a beat. Whoever call out a name first, that's what we're gonna listen to. So here is a list of some names. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna stop it right here. So if you see any name on here, it kind of pops out to you. Whoever says the name first will play that beat. No takers? Bugs it is. It's really short and only got like a couple stacks, because there's a lot more I can do with this. love it. I love it. I love that fresh wetness. You know what I'm saying? That fresh wetness. That thing is done, son. So we're gonna get that off the easel and put something else up here. Go back to my own shit. So I'm still working on this piece right here. We're not fucking shit up. That wasn't a terrible beat, but I can still do a lot with that. You can see like some of the beats got like 4 or 5 stacks. That one got like that's like 5 stacks on there. And this one only got like 2, 3 stacks. The more simpler beats be having less shit to it, but some of the simple beats be sounding the best too. Like this shit right here only got 3 stacks, but that shit hard, yo. Like I said, I've been putting a lot of fucking snippets samples in here. I got the Joe Biden when the president said he went on the Breakfast Club and said if you don't vote for me then you ain't black. Well, I had to use that shit, bro. Sticking with the art grind, I won like some awards this year already. I won a prestigious like a scholarship from the Beeland Foundation, a $10,000 art grant. I was nominated as Artist of the Year by the Black Scranton Project. There's a good chance that I'll have my first museum exhibit this year at the Everhart Museum. I got accepted into some other art shows. I'm gonna have some artwork down in Tennessee at East Tennessee University. I have some art in California. I just got an email yesterday that there's a gallery in Kansas City, Missouri that wants to show my art, so art grinding. That's all it is. I stay in this motherfucking studio, try to put these images out there. Ain't a lot changed with me. I'm the same way I was when you met me. Yo, G, appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, man. yeah, so I gotta reply to some emails and like do like some paperwork and get some of these shows in order, but that's about it. And then I just got an email, a text message yesterday from a friend of mine saying that she wants me to host a paint and sip for the organization she works for. She also works for a nonprofit organization, and then the Black Scranton Project, the organization that I'm a board member of currently. We're gonna have our Juneteenth Jubilee celebration on the 19th, so just gearing up for that shit. Cause our Juneteenth block party be the shit, yo. But yeah, what's up? Oh, we live on YouTube too, so if y'all know my YouTube channel, y'all can check out YouTube. But my bad YouTube. I'm talking to Instagram right now. My homie on Instagram, I ain't holler at him in a minute. But yeah, so lately I've just been working on a bunch of still lifes. This is the last still life in my set. I did 4 of them. Just kind of like objects about me, like some of my personal shit right from around my house, yo. My iPad and like my paintbrushes, but just kind of show like how the different styles of art has changed. Like motherfuckers used to call this a painting. Now you can use this equipment right here and still say that you're painting. It's just a digital painting. So trying to like show the juxtaposition between the technology, the digital format, and the more tangible analog format, and the creation of art styles now. So thought that was a pretty cool idea. Finished that one up. I just finished this commission for a friend of mine. This is my other still life. Still probably like one of my favorite new paintings. Of course, put the Watch Dogs in there. If you know anything about the Watch Dogs game, it's all about like trying to combat giant corporations and the power that they have over the society of. One of the last self-published I finished another installment of the Read series. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more paintings lined up. This is gonna be another series of still life. Yeah, grinding in the studio, grinding in the studio. Still got these brush holders for sale, you know what I'm saying? I need brush holders. Yo, South Central Los Angeles in the Heezy, my Neezy. Yo, what's good? Motherfucking LA in this bad boy. Yo, thanks for stopping to the stream, man. Ain't nothing but art and education going on over there, homie. What's good over there? Yo, YouTube, say what's up to Instagram, say what's up to YouTube. How y'all doing? Hey, people. Hey. We chilling in the studio, listening to some original beats. I gotta get me some West Coast vibes on my shit now, man. Put like some Dr. Dre funk on some of my beats, man. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to figure out like the formula. I only got like 2 beats that I made that I ever rapped on, like way back in the day. If y'all remember this shit, hey, there was this game for PlayStation called MTV Music Generator, and it was like a PlayStation game, but it wasn't a game. It was just like GarageBand. It was a whole fucking studio, straight chilling like a villain, money stacked to the ceiling. I gotta throw these beats back on, man. Rock Dog over here, fucking rapping like hell. Hey. Hold up, don't start the freestyle session without me, man. We probably have a corny freestyle session in a minute. Oh, that's what's up. If y'all want a corny freestyle session, come to the YouTube channel. YouTube, babe, come up in here, and so we can get this corny freestyle session going. Cause we got Rock, he over here ready, already lighting up the bars and whatnot. Listen to Japan Trap. We listen to that Joe Byron, and we listen to Bugs. All right, somebody else want to pick a beat real quick? What if I scroll to right about here? Oh, I guess like I say, most of these shits is garbage anyway. So there's only a few good ones. You may pick a good one. Somebody want to pick a beat, you might pick a good one. You never know. Straight chilling like if daily money stacked to the city. No takers. I'm gonna pick something. Actually, where's the last one? I haven't listened to one of these on here yet. Oh, church shit. Let's check this out. I'm about to get to work. Appreciate y'all jumping into the Instagram live. If you catch it live, you call it live. Yo, Dave, what up? But I'm about to go to the YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is just my government name. You can search Travis Prince on YouTube. I'm pretty sure I'll pop up. And catch me on the flip side. Peace. Otis McDonald? I've heard this beat right here a few times. Did he made that shit? I've heard so many people like use that and sample that shit, yo. Otis McDonald. I didn't know. I never knew where that beat came from. That's what's up. I just learned something today. So I think I'm gonna work on. I think I'm gonna work on the bottle of varnish and see if I can start detailing that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh damn, I gotta get pink. I gotta get pink. I gotta get pink. We have liftoff. So I started making like these informative videos for the organization I work for. I work in like job management and workforce development. We're not a temp service, but basically we try to help people get jobs. And but the thing is, like the people that normally come to us are like justice involved, so they're getting they're getting sentenced by the court or whatever to find a job for whatever reasons the courts are trying to make them work. And for people who are returning from incarceration and getting out of jail, it's hard to find a job, especially if you have a fresh record. And so we work with people like that who are just like in like really tough spots, and the workforce are just not looking at them for employment. But at the same time, a lot of these people have no idea how to do anything when it comes like to work. Yeah, like they have poor communication skills, or they don't know how to write a resume, or they've probably have never been on or have been on very few actual interviews. And so I started putting together like these little info videos, I guess, to help people like understand what to do when you're trying to get a job. All right, so I'm gonna need black, white. I'm gonna need some blue and red and some Naples yellow. Well, I may need some brown. I'm gonna do like I'm not gonna do Van Dyke brown. I'm gonna do maybe burnt umber. Yeah, I put some burnt umber on there. Uh, Let me see. Black, white, blue, brown, red, and then what else I said? Naples yellow, and that might do it. I'm gonna put two different kinds of red. I'm gonna use some of this Naphthol red. It's really, really bright, like kind of like fire engine red or something like that. And then I'm gonna use some alizarin crimson, which is a darker red. I do work. Well, I did work with kids, and I changed positions within the same organization. But the thing is, they still want me to do like a lot of the kids programming. So we're getting geared up now. Like for our, we used to do like an after school program But like, shit is weird with kids now in schools, and some kids are actually still in school, and a lot of kids are getting cyber schooled or private schooled, and so we just decided to wait for the summertime. So we're gonna do a summer program this year, and I'll still be like doing a lot of kids programming and like art projects and stuff. But now, like I said, they're just a different position that opened up within the organization, and I went for it, and it came with a pay raise and like I don't know, like way different responsibilities, and then we got like a new office area. Why would my camera stay right there? Just stay, bro, stop. And so I'm with a new team of people, but it's great. You know what I'm saying? I still love what I do, and I still get to work with the kids. So, oh, but I'll show you one of the videos I made. When I make the videos, so I just find like stock photos online and like just arrange pictures and then do like a voiceover. But I have been using GarageBand to make music for the videos, and there's tons of stuff like already preloaded samples on like Google Play or iMovie or whatever. Like they got tons of free licensed music that you can use, but I'm like, I'll still just make my own fucking music. So I'll show you one. Yo, thank you. I'll play the song right after this, bro. Hold on. Let me cause the messages moved away, so I'll pull up my YouTube. I'll go to my channel and Let's Funk by Temu. Alright, Let's Funk by Temu. Alright. I got you covered, bro. Is this one? Yeah. In this video, we'll be discussing communication skills for workplace success. Tiggy, what up? Oh, y'all hear that music? I made that shit, yo. I made that music, yo. Listening. Being a good listener is one of the best ways to be a good communicator. No one likes communicating with someone who only cares about putting in their 2 cents and does not take the time to listen to the other person. Nonverbal communication. Your body language, eye contact, hand gestures, and tone all color the message you are trying to convey. A relaxed, open stance and friendly tone will make you appear approachable and encourage others to speak openly with you. Clarity and concision. Good communication means saying just enough. Don't talk too much or too little. Try to convey your message in as few words as possible. Say what you want clearly and directly, whether you're speaking to someone in person, on the phone, or via email. Think about what you want to say before you say it. This will help you avoid talking excessively and confusing your audience. Friendliness. You will encourage your coworkers to engage in open and honest communication with you through a friendly tone, a personal question, or simply a smile. It is important to be friendly and polite in all your workplace communications. This is important in both face-to-face and written communication. Confidence. It is important to be confident in your interactions with others. Confidence shows your coworkers that you believe in what you're saying and will follow through. Exuding confidence can be as simple as making eye contact or using a firm but friendly tone. Avoid making statements that sound like questions. Of course, be careful not to sound arrogant or aggressive. Respect. People will be more open to communicating with you if you convey respect for them and their ideas. Simple actions like using a person's name, making eye contact, and actively listening when a person speaks will make the person feel appreciated. When on the phone, avoid distractions and stay focused on the conversation. The Lead Center at Outreach offers a free employment service to the community
that provides advice, resume writing, and job search to our participants. We hope these tips have been helpful for you. We'll see you next time with more information on how to succeed in the job market.
Yes, ma'am. MB, I call on you for the question. I got a question. Excuse me, Mr. Prince. Mr. Prince, can I ask you something? Damn. Yo, this sound like some shit that what that nigga name, Sugar Free? Sound like some shit Sugar Free will rap on or something like Too Quick.
Look at you in the zone.
My bad.
I'm like, you need to come in here.
My bad, yo. Pop to this.
Babe, do you want pancakes or you want something else?
Let's do pancakes. We having breakfast for dinner, guys.
Brenner. Alright.
Brenner, breakfast dinner.
Alright. You want something to drink?
I got a water over here.
Come on.
Pop to this, volume 3. Let's
Back
funk.
to the kitchen we go.
I like that. I like that. I swear I can hear fucking Sugar Free flowing on some pimp shit on that jump. So I did one for workplace communication. I did one for resume writing, Zoom etiquette, first impressions, good work habits, and this is, I forgot what this one is. Interview.
In this video, we'll be discussing tips for a successful interview.
Yeah.
Know the employer. Research the company you're applying to before your interview. This will ensure you have a good understanding of what products and services the company.
Yeah, so I be doing shit like that at work now. And they pay me. Can you, look. They pay me to make these little videos and go sit in a room and talk. I swear, yo, I got like one of the best jobs ever, yo. Yo, that shit still be tripping me out, yo. It's like, Travis, do you think you can put together some videos for us? Like what? Like, just on stuff on like how people should act and interview. I got you covered. Say less. Say less. I fucked up though. I fucked up already. Because like the first time it did take me like a minute to get it to look right and sound right. So I worked on one video for like 2 days. But now I be putting them shits together in like an afternoon, and like my supervisor noticed that. They're like, "Oh man, you getting real fast at this." So that means I got to slow down when I make the videos. And so for 2 days they be like, "What are you working on today?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm still trying to write the script for this new video I got coming out. Don't go too fast." Oh, I needed one more color. I needed some Naples yellow. You know what? I think I'll grab it out of here. Give me some of that Naples yellow. Alright, I'll put that on there. Then we can get these brushes wet. Actually, I'm gonna be working on this bottle of liquid and seeing if I can make it look like a bottle of liquid. Hopefully, it'll do what I want it to do. Oh, those info videos? No, they're not on my YouTube channel. I put them on my job site. On my job has a YouTube channel, so I post them up there. You go check them out on there. If you go to Outreach, you search Outreach. Nope, I guess that's not good enough. Let's do Outreach Scranton. Nope. Damn, up there it goes right there. We only have 3 subscribers. So it's actually Outreach Center for Community Resources. It has this little green and yellow logo.
Many people don't know this, but if you qualify...
Why did that happen? Yeah, this is us. How do I go to... I guess that is it, huh? But yeah, Outreach looks like that. Outreach, Center for Community Resources with 3 subscribers. But all the videos are here. We got some other stuff. I thought we did. Let's see. Got those videos there. There's some other stuff from our organization. So. I actually need to Alright, so now we need to find YouTube conspiracies. No.
MMI does quite a bit to prepare us for our future. You could be yourself. You could be your own student. You don't need to be afraid to ask for help. You, in a way,
So trying to
try your best and
do like research for a podcast I'm going to be on tomorrow. And the topic is going to be conspiracies.
You might have heard about it, and that we sell cars online. What you probably didn't know is that we're in the business of making you happy. We believe buying a car should be something that gets you hyped up. And you should be empowered to shop when you want, where you want, wearing.
I'm sure many people wanted him dead. He had a lot of information on a lot of people, a lot of blackmail videos and pictures.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 conspiracy theories of all time.
Because I don't believe in the COVID. I don't believe it's real.
For this list, we'll be looking at the conspiracy theories that loom largest in popular culture and the public imagination, whether thanks to their popularity or improbability. Did we leave any out? Let us know in the comments. Number 20,
Taking notes.
National Hidden Treasure. It's a very poorly kept secret that there's a hidden room behind Mount Rushmore in South Dakota. It's actually true. This has led some to theorize that it houses proof of alien life or treasure. The intent behind the area is anything but sinister, though.
Believe me, I know.
The original sculptor of the monument, Gutzon Borglum, wanted to create something he called the Hall of Records to house the recorded history of the United States for generations to come. Although Borglum only finished a tunnel during his lifetime, his daughter collaborated with the Mount Rushmore Society to build a vault with a visual history of the U.S. told through 16 porcelain enamel panels. It's sealed off and not open to the public. Number 19, Illuminati at the Denver Airport. The design of the Denver International Airport is certainly unique and a bit, well, strange.
Exactly. Have you heard about the horse?
We're talking about a blue horse with glowing red eyes, intense murals, and a gargoyle that greets guests.
Hey, I'm talking to you. Can you borrow some pants?
Oh, and did we mention a time capsule with a Freemason symbol on the granite seal? Conspiracy theorists argue that the Freemasons have ties to the Illuminati and a New World Order. The new airport was dedicated in 1994, and rumors persist to this day about how the area isn't only a hub for passengers and travel, but for the Illuminati and other secret organizations. Number 18, Shakespeare didn't write all his plays.
But that's not the so that's not the only part about that. They said that there's a underground bunker underneath the Denver airport. So let's see this.
You can make contact with these civilizations and you do not need the government. When you look at the evidence, it's happening now.
It appears to have some.
Oh, as soon as I want to start looking up shit like this, my Wi-Fi acts funny and shit starts freezing and buffering on me. Why doesn't this brush act right? I don't like it. I turned the Wi-Fi off on my phone, didn't I? Oh, I didn't.
I don't know.
Every day, on their way to catch a plane at DIA, thousands of people walk over it. And they don't even know what's going on right underneath them.
I wish I did. No, I have no idea.
Deep down in the trenches, out of sight and mind, there is an underground city. And just like all cities, there's a freeway system. In this case, full of tugs, carts, and sometimes chaos. This is where the airlines move our luggage from plane to baggage claim. And there's no time to waste.
When they're offloaded, they go into the when they're offloaded, they go into the dump belts. Everybody's yelling and screaming, where are my bags, where are my bags? And a lot of times, you know, there's traffic. People get stuck behind other airlines.
This is one of two 7,000-foot tunnels under DIA. It is huge down here, more than 1 million square feet of space. And just over that wall, well, that's the train that you take. It reminds you of an actual freeway system. There are all kinds of signs posted and speed limits to follow.
DPD actually patrols down here. They actually give out speeding tickets.
And just like driving the freeway, if you get lost, well, sometimes you get really lost.
You come down here, and if you don't know where you're going, you can literally be driving around in circles for hours. Went down, took a left instead of a right, then made another left, another right, and I'm over on the Seacon.
The reason there are so many tugs and carts is because of this. You may remember the airport tunnels as the home of the touted super-duper state-of-the-art automated baggage system. It was used when the airport opened, but never really worked very well. And even though United used a form of it until 2008, it is abandoned now. A looming framework of neglected metal, tracks, belts, and hopes.
I think it was state-of-the-art for its time. It simply cost too much to maintain, and it wasn't feasible to keep long-term.
And then there's this, a piece of graffiti by an airport worker. Or is it a sign of strange things that exist deep under the airport? Is there a secret city down here?
Well, there's certainly a city of people working, but it's not a secret.
What about a military complex?
No military complex.
Never seen that, have you?
Oh my god, the buffer is so real right now.
You do psychological warfare testing?
Never seen any testing like that.
You know, a lot of people think there's an alien base.
You know, people think that. I've never seen any little green men walking around.
Under DIA, thousands of workers spend their day doing their best to get you and the planes in and out on time.
It's a pretty amazing place.
And if it all works out right, just up the ramp, your suitcase gets loaded onto your plane. So when you get to where you're going, you don't go insane. Okay, we gotta get this suitcase to the plane. Turn left. No, the other left. Not this way. I mean right. I mean left. Uh-oh. Gary Shapiro, 9 News.
When you come in for your performance health assessment, we are going to take a very detailed look at your body systems. We will look at your bone density, lean muscle mass, heart.
This video was made possible by Wix. If you're ready to create a website, head over to wix.com/go/infographics to try out one of their premium plans right now. Denver International Airport, or DEN Airport, is shrouded in secrecy, riddled with weird statues and creepy art, and is a place of strange stories and myths. People even questioned why DEN Airport was built in the first place. The current airport opened in 1995, but there was a fully functioning one closer to downtown. This new version is twice the size of Manhattan, and the development went $2 billion over budget. But even before the current Denver International Airport opened, it was the subject of countless conspiracy theories. Is there any truth behind the rumors? That's what we intend to get to the bottom of in this episode of the Infographics Show. A cursed airport? The Denver Airport. A quick Google search on DEN Airport brings back numerous stories from both mainstream media and independent conspiracy sites, so something's clearly going on. Before we get into the conspiracy stories, let's first take a tour of the inside of this creepy, gigantic building. It's famous for its terrifying 32-foot tall statue of a giant horse with fiery, glowing eyes. The Denver locals call him Blucifer, according to media outlet Slate. But even freakier is the odd story of the red-eyed statue called Blue Mustang that killed its sculptor Luis Jimenez. It fell on him and severed an artery. And inside the airport, there are more disturbing art pieces, including a mural of a devil jumping out of a suitcase and a statue of Anubis, the ancient Egyptian god of death. Some of the more controversial art pieces have now been removed, including a character that resembled a Nazi officer in a gas mask, children in front of a burning building, and kids gathered around a knife. Not the usual style you'd expect from an airport terminal building. So what about the conspiracy theories that surround DEN Airport? One that's talked about a lot is the shape of the runways. An aerial view of the runways at the airport shows that they resemble the shape of a swastika. And this is not a typical formation for an airport's runways. The explanation from an airport representative is that the runways are designed that way so that they can be used simultaneously regardless of the weather patterns. She told the UK newspaper The Telegraph, "We think the shape looks like a pinwheel." But in the same Telegraph article, it was also pointed out that New York's JFK and the Las Vegas and Miami airports all had very different layouts, so this certainly gives us something to think about. There are also dedication markers and plaques around the airport with some rather odd symbolism on them that looks like the Masonic Square. This has led to other conspiracies claiming that construction of the new airport was funded by the New World Airport Commission. However, when you search for that name, it seems to come up only in connection with DEN Airport, which has led others to draw the conclusion that the airport is actually funded by the Nazi group, the New World Order. The date of the airport's dedication also happens to be March 19th, 1994. If you add those numbers together, 191994, you get 33. This is the highest level one can achieve in Freemasonry, which represents perfection, and that Masonic Square also links to the Illuminati group, of course. So the book is out on this one. New World Order, Freemasonry, Illuminati, or just a coincidence? We wanted to find out the root of this conspiracy, and it seems the theory of the airport being the Illuminati headquarters gained ground when it was covered on Jesse Ventura's woke TV show Conspiracy Theory in 2010. It gained so much ground, in fact, that many of the mainstream news outlets have investigated the theory, and in 2016 the airport CEO, Kim Day, had to make a statement in response to it. She said, "Whether it's because of our impressive size, expansive infrastructure, or robust public art program, Denver International Airport has long heard the rumors, innuendo, and internet chatter about being the center of conspiracies, from the absurd to the entertaining." She also announced that the airport would be dedicating the month of October to embracing that strangeness and sharing in the fun. The month-long celebration included all sorts of odd conspiracy activities, such as conspiracy art tours, conspiracy theories uncovered art exhibition, and even a conspiracy costume party. Can there be any more strange rumors about this conspiracy-ridden airport facility? Well, actually, yes. The plot thickens. There are also a number of theories about what lies beneath the airport. According to BuzzFeed, a former airport construction worker claims 5 multi-story buildings were built underneath the airport. This, he said, was the reason the airport was so far behind schedule. He also said that there was a complex network of tunnels beneath the airport. This claim has been made by many others and led to theories that these underground buildings were everything from New World Order command bunkers to post-apocalyptic fallout shelters for the global elite, including billionaires and politicians. One theory even claims there was a makeshift Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, concentration camp waiting to be used beneath the Denver airport. But the airport just isn't set up correctly for gassing people, so this theory seems far-fetched. There are so many theories on what's beneath the airport that it's hard to know what's true and what is not. The most plausible theory seems to be that these underground tunnels are used for the airport's rail system and the overly huge baggage system that was going to be deployed but didn't materialize. So what is the truth behind the Denver airport? There are literally hundreds of theories online, and many of them contradict each other. We know it's a huge and expensive construction that didn't necessarily need to be so big, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything shady is going on at the airport. And compared to similar international airports, it could be considered a bargain build, as Hong Kong International Airport, which was built around the same time, cost a whopping $20 billion. And though there is another airport, it is much older and poorly designed to serve Denver's growing needs. The tunnels, which have some conspiracy theorists excited, are used for transport and moving baggage. But the artwork? That seems to have most people stumped, as it's certainly strange for an airport terminal. One thing that doesn't have to stump you is choosing a great website builder. Wix is an amazing platform for anybody. Whether you're a complete beginner, a business owner, a professional designer, or even a professional website builder, you'll never have to worry if your website is safe and secure, or if it'll go down because of something you can't even understand. Wix does all the heavy lifting. You can finally create that amazing website you've been dreaming about and support the Infographics Show at the same time by going to wix.com/go/infographics or by clicking the link in the description. Do you have your own theories about the strange goings-on at Den International Airport? Let us know in the comments. Also, be sure to check out our other video, The Truth About the Illuminati Revealed. We hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Infographics Show. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.
Take these notes real quick.
Solar panels on my home, but they're too expensive. I get this comment all the time. News is it's dead wrong. See, lots of people don't know this because the big energy companies have been trying to hide this from you, but right now you can get paid thousands of dollars to install American-made solar panels and a Generac home battery if you qualify for this new offer with Pink Energy. That's right, you could get paid $2,000, $3,000, or even $5,000 to install this system for no cost and install if you qualify. And the best part, the Generac home battery will give your home protection for blackouts, so you won't be left in the dark. If you're interested in learning more, just click the link below and answer a few qualifying questions and see if you live in a qualified area, and boom, you're done. It's free, and it takes less time than it took for you to watch this video to get started. Check it out and thank me later.
Know there's a quick and totally free way to test your testosterone levels? You probably know testosterone.
Driving south to Colorado Springs, it looms in the distance. One of the most famous military bases in the world, Cheyenne Mountain. Well, inside the granite, 2,000 feet down from the top, it is a giant command and control center that has kept America safe for 50 years. Inside the mountain are 15 2- and 3-story buildings. They are freestanding but connected by hallways and ramps. So a service area to keep the complex running, and even reservoirs, yes, underground lakes. You get inside by driving through a 2-mile tunnel, and when you get to the middle, you see the doors. The 2 famous glass doors that have kept the facility safe when they're closed. The door to this building weighs 25 tons and runs on hydraulics. It's usually open all the time. But if it is closed, oh, then there's a problem.
I mean, obviously Cheyenne Mountain was built to survive and endure through a nuclear event. And all of us hope that never happens.
The buildings behind those doors were built on 1,300 giant springs that can move independently if there's an explosion or earthquake. They would bounce, but they wouldn't break apart. And that's important because of what goes on inside those buildings. In control rooms like this one, which was set up just for us, experts keep an eye on possible threats. Everything from missile launches around the world to 23,000 objects in space. It includes satellites, the International Space Station, and lots of space junk. The original tenant, NORAD, the North American Aerospace Defense Command, is now headquartered at nearby Peterson Air Base, but it still has a command center here in case it's needed.
On the day that you hope never happens, the worst day in American history.
And lots of space junk. The original tenant, NORAD, the North American Defense Command, objects in space. It includes satellites, the International Space Station, and lots of space junk. The original tenant, NORAD, the North American Aerospace Defense Command, is now headquartered at nearby Peterson Air Base, but it still has a command center here in case it's needed.
On the day that you hope never happens, the worst day in American history, their plan would be to come up here and operate out of here so that they would have that survivability capability.
As you can imagine, security for the control rooms is pretty tight. Our security escort said he can't even get inside them.
I can only fantasize about what goes on in there. Maybe a lot, maybe a little, but whatever it is obviously important. So,
in the buildings underground, there are other facilities for the 300 to 400 workers. There's a cafeteria, appropriately named the Granite Inn. As everybody knows, it's not easy protecting the country when you're hungry. There's an exercise and weight room because you can't just go work out at the 24-hour fitness during your break. And if you want to find a pickup basketball game against a, say, short Jewish basketball legend, well, that happens too deep underground. And since many people are in the mountain for long hours, a little shopette provides all the needed staples, like potato chips. All the comforts of home, sort of.
Whenever you're walking through the halls, it's not like you're seeing rocks everywhere. It's just normal buildings, and so it's very easy to forget that you're underground. It's also hard to navigate in this building.
you lost a lot.
Yeah, I get lost a lot.
To keep this all going, there are miles of pipes, cables, valves, and thousands of watt bolts to make sure the granite's stable.
As far as I'm known, nobody has gotten hurt from loose rocks falling out and hit somebody in the head.
The place runs on Colorado Springs electricity, but there are 6 giant generators to back up power in the case of an emergency. There are 4 reservoirs, like this one, that can be used for cooling and drinking water.
Well, this reservoir is like 20 feet deep, and it holds about 1.5 million gallons of water.
And a pet duck lives on this lake, but since it never moves or eats, we're guessing it's a rubber ducky.
I don't know what it does say. You can give it a name if you want.
Cheyenne Mountain has been called America's Fortress. The facility under Colorado is the eyes and ears of the U.S. defense system, watching and listening to what's going on all over the world and even out of this world. Keep us all safe. Awesome responsibility.
I tell you, I bought our car from Carvana.
Yeah, man.
It was so easy. I found the perfect car, under budget too, and I get 7 days to love it or my money back. I love it. I thought online meant no one to help me, but Susan from Carvana had all the answers. She didn't try to upsell me, not once, because they're not salespeople. Where did guess who just checked in on me? Susan from Carvana.
We'll drive you happy at Carvana.
Probably don't know this, but there's a secret government program that will allow you to make six figures from the comfort of your own home without starting a business, buying a bunch of inventory.
Nine of the 56 men who signed the Declaration of Independence were members of a mysterious brotherhood, one that was behind almost every major event in our nation's history, the Freemasons. And beneath the streets of two of America's oldest cities lie the keys to understanding the Freemasons' power and influence on the birth of this great nation. From a Masonic water world few know exists.
My foot is literally stuck in the... This is not on the tour. This is the crypt.
To a maze of tombs and escape tunnels buried under Boston. Even a forgotten death row military prison in Philadelphia, seen on TV for the first time.
Oh my God, this is so cool. W.H. Howe. He is the prisoner who was actually executed. Yes. And the gallows inside. Oh, man.
The symbols of Freemasonry can be found everywhere around Boston and Philadelphia. But the truth behind this brotherhood can only be found underground.
Yeah. There we go.
We're peeling back the layers of time on Cities of the Underworld. Freemason Underground. Buried beneath the streets of big cities like Boston and Philadelphia are the untold secrets of America's rebellious founding fathers. Secrets that helped topple an empire and build a nation. For over 200 years, they've been built on top of and forgotten. But the clues left behind from these dark days all have one thing in common. They link the greatest achievements in American history to members of an elusive secret society. They're called the Freemasons, and little is known about them. From buried water worlds beneath Philadelphia to tunnels running below Boston's North End, their secrets changed the world as we know it. And today, they're about to be revealed. The Freemasons had their hands in many parts of the American Revolution. Some say the Constitution of the United States was so influenced by the ways of the Masons, the founding of our nation has been dubbed the Masonic Experiment. The actual origins of the Freemasons are shrouded in mystery, but we do know that in the Middle Ages they were an exclusive group of master artisans who passed on their craft, or building skills, to fellow Masons accepted into their group. But for reasons no one can be sure of, Masons in Scotland began accepting non-artisans. Buildings suddenly became much more than just structures. They were symbols in stone. When the first Freemasons came to the new colonies, they went from building structures to building a nation, one city at a time. One of the most famous Masons was Paul Revere. Revere and many of Boston's other citizens refused to be ruled by the British and were the spark that lit the fires of revolution.
In April 1775, tensions between the British Empire and the American colonies had grown to a fever pitch. American patriots operated secretly among British troops by using the narrow streets and subterranean tunnels right here in Boston's North End. But when they got wind the British were coming, they had to rely on the sacred loyalty of an ancient brotherhood.
The Freemasons gave new meaning to the idea of the underworld. Membership allowed revolutionaries to operate underground, even while carrying out military actions high above the city. Before I went down, I had to go up, to the very spot the Masons made famous. Soaring 191 feet above Boston, the steeple of Old North Church was the highest point in the city. It gave the conspiring Masons a commanding and strategic view.
Reverend Ayers, good morning. Welcome to the Old North Church.
Thank you. Thanks for
The Old North Vicar, Reverend Stephen Ayers, gave me special access to the spot the Masons' plan was put to action.
Follow me up to the bell-ringing chamber.
At about 10 o'clock on April 18th, 1775, Freemason Robert Newman, church caretaker, climbed these stairs and lit 2 lanterns, signaling that the British were headed for the colonists' weapons depot in Concord, while Paul Revere was on his way to Lexington to warn John Hancock and Samuel Adams.
Here we are at the top.
huh?
Spectacular view from up here.
Oh, man, look at this. Oh, that's great. Wow, 360 degrees, all of Boston around us, huh?
This was the tallest point in the colonial time.
Leaders of the growing rebellion, John Hancock and Sam Adams, were in hiding. Out of reach of the British, they were well connected with other revolutionaries because they too were Masons.
Most of the American Revolution, at least in Boston, was either organized at Masonic meetings or in the local taverns in the back there.
The Masons used this church's steeple to help the cause of the revolution. But the church also has a subterranean story to tell, and Reverend Ayers is going to take me to it.
All right, well, now that we've shown you the steeple, let me show you the tomb.
Few know about an underground world of the dead.
As we come into the old tombs, note the sign, watch thy head. There are lots of pipes in here.
Yeah, okay. So this is the crypt.
This is the crypt.
In less than 40 tombs, there have been 1,100 bodies, from wealthy admirals to the working class. Some of the dead in this crypt were even killed during the Revolutionary War in the Battle of Bunker Hill. So patriots, members of the King's Army, and Freemasons may have been buried side by side. The crypt is large, but even so, there were times when these tombs would be so packed with dead bodies, it was unbearable down here.
It's not the most sanitary form of burial. If you go along the outside of the church, you will see vents running along the base of the church on both sides. That was to air out the basement. Just imagine the smell of moldering bodies. On a hot summer day.
Over 1,000 bodies have passed through here over the centuries. Some were surely Masons carrying their secrets along with them. But Reverend Ayers...
Oh my God, the buffer. Hey, babe. Hello? It's done now? I'll come down. I'm hungry too. I'd rather eat now. Alright, I'm coming. Yo. My bag, I missed the comment, bro. Alright. I'm out of here.